Welcome to the San Siro here in Milan, home to two of Italy's grandest clubs, AC Milan and Internazionale. The teams then, AC Milan against Sampdoria. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The action has already started. Samu Castillejo floats one over. Quagliarella. Samu Castillejo with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Linetta. So what now? Linetta.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Ibrahimovic. Turns and he'll have a kick! Goal! Milan!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Played out to the right. Hoists it high. And a header! Brahim Diaz. Tonelli. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. That's going to be a goal kick. Romagnoli. Castillejo. Spreads it wide. Kjaer. Lovely feet. Lobs it in gently. Linetta. Barreto. Dinks one in. Now it's Zapata. There's no flag. Quagliarella hits it! There is the half-time whistle. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Milan going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Looks to clip it forward. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Yeah, you'll have to practice a little more patience before deciding to run. It can make all the difference.
And it's Zapata. Brahim Diaz. Out wide to the right.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
He's had a shot! Ball's loose, and he's after it. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting another.
Chooses to go back. And the finish! He's got away with one there.
Kessié certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Sampdoria look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Ball's gone out of play. Quagliarella with the ball through.
Sampdoria showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
And he's onside. Diaz has a go! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Oh, he really wanted that.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows, and the quality he produces.
Gets it upfield. John cuts it out. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Ibrahimovic tries lifting it over. That intervention was very necessary. And that's that. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.